It's 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling of election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harachakodash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who were to tell us his truth. Peace and love and blessings, salutations to Yahakim, the spirit of the Bahasham, the house of David. All right, I'm not going to make this long through the spirit. I just, I've seen this camp before. And, they've caused specific things, whatever the case may be. And, we know a little inside. I know a little inside about them, but, this isn't necessarily about them. All right, it's just, look, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, if you got 4 to 6 men in your camp, there's no way that your camp should just be an hour and 19 minutes, an hour and 4 minutes. If you get what I'm saying, you got 6 men teaching out there with you. Hold on, because more brothers be showing up. You got a brother behind the camera,
which is not a majority.
That's 4 right there. I'm not nitpicking. Look, 5 men, 6 men.
Oh, Lord.
And it's just basically a thing of, through the spirit, you be out there with 6 men. All right, you got, like how the apostles do it. Okay, you got one man that speaks, and then you call another brother to come up and speak. Okay, it's called being fervent. And you got 6 men. Your camp should at least be over 2 hours. Hey, me and the brother that I teach with. Let me go. Me and the brother that I teach with, every camp over 2 hours, and it's just me and him. Sometimes 3. 2 hours. This one was cut short. I had to do something. Live lessons over an hour. And I'm not boasting. It's just the truth. Okay? 0201, but it's 2 men. You know what I'm saying? Even with men that are even when I was out there by myself, over 2 hours. There should be no way that camps should be that short with 6 men. That's called being non-fervent. And I'm going to show y'all what this word fervent means. And like I said, this is not a personal attack. This is mainly an exhortation. Okay? All right, you had that one. They did 2 hours. Cool. But then you go down 58 minutes, an hour. And you keep shooting down 57 minutes with 6 men. And they close up on it.
A bunch of niggas. See a bunch of brothers. Well, one in their mind, niggas. In their mind. But, in our mind, we consider ourselves man of the Lord. They're going to in our exempt either.
Right there. Hey, another brother step up.
Call Lord.
That's called not being fervent for the truth. Okay? You keep going down 53 minutes. What do you have to do on a Saturday? Like I said, 2 Peter 1 and 10, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. Now let's look up this word diligence. I'm going to just give the definition. I'm not going to make this long. having or showing care and conscientiousness in one's work or duties. Hard working is the similarities. Assiduous. Assiduous. It's like, yeah. Zealous. You got to be zealous out there. All right, because how's the brothers that you're around going to grow? That's how I grew, through the Spirit. You know what I mean? Hey, you got to step up. You got more than one man speaking, you switch off. One man might go for an hour or 45 minutes, or hey, we each gonna do 45 minutes. Boom. All right, bet. With 3 men, or you might do 50 minutes. You just look. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. If you got 3 men can do 45 minutes of teaching. This is the word fervent. Oh shoot, hold on. It's like definition of fervent. Definition of fervent: having or displaying a passionate intensity. And that just shows you through the Spirit that these brothers, they consider themselves, like he said, man of the Lord, but you got to dwell in the Spirit. The Holy Spirit is your battery. There's no way that 6 men should be just going an hour. You got to be fervent. You got to be passionate. Sometimes you don't want to stop teaching. You can go out there for 3 hours, especially when people come up, because you're edifying the hopeful elect. It's the Merriam-Webster's. Very hot. Hey, the scriptures, hey, very hot, fervent, very hot, glowing. Don't the scriptures say, I'd rather you be hot, neither than or cold? So like, let me get it. Revelations 3. It's Revelations 3:15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So dudes, man, y'all gotta watch it. And you brothers out there, like I said, this is just exhortation, man. Stay fervent. All right, stay hot. You know what I'm saying? You got, man, if we had a specific amount of men through the Spirit, and that's not saying, make camp go 3-4 hours. That's not saying that. Because the Spirit's going to tell you when, all right, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have a man that's your week to speak, or whatever the case may be. But with 6 men, that camp should go, man, it should be at least 2.5, 3 hours. You see the apostles, and those men are examples of how we should be. But like I said, exhortation, stay fervent, through the Spirit, and make your calling of election sure, man. You do those things, you'll never fall. All right? Shalom.